people about. "Good evening," she said. "You must bring him up to the house this instant." So we did.
How much damage did the dragon do?
Well, after you were out of it, the wizards hit it with fireballs. That just seemed to make it stronger and angrier. It took out the university entire wizarding wing.
What about the watch house?
Totally buggered. Sir. It's a patch of melted rock. That lady Sybil, she gave me a cup of tea in a cup as thin as paper, with a silver spoon in it.
Did you give the spoon back?
Now, Captain, you've had a very narrow escape. You could be dead.
Yeah, right, I could. Well...
Aren't you supposed to be down the watch house?
Yes, ma'am. Just go in.
Something as horrible as Corporal Knox.
Colourful little man.
Colourful?
My grandfather once had his grandfather gripped for malicious lingering. Now then, Captain, hitch up your knife here. Let's have a look at that scorched groin of yours. Don't silly, Sally. I've seen it all before.
What is that stuff?
All sorts of things. It'll reduce the bruising and promote the growth of good scale.
Scale?
Probably not the case in your case. There, all done. You can get ready now.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Didn't you just tell Nobby to go down to the watch house?
Yes, the new watch house. I'll give you the deal for the place at Sutopolis Yard.
Sutopolis Yard? But the rent, the patrician will never pay it.
Rent-free, dear man. Daddy had property all over the city. Quite useless to me. Do it good to have an airing.
Let's get out of the way there.
What is the meaning of this?
We're not interested in you, my lady. The dragon we're after.
What are the dragon?
We want to ask them some questions about fires in the city.
Fires? Well, don't look at Errol. He couldn't light his own cigarette.
Well, the dragon has been setting fire to the city, and you got dragons here. And dragons don't fly far. Q-E-D.
Q-E-D.
Q-E-D is going to put down your dragons all about. Don't stand in our way, ladies. There's lots more of us outside. It's for the public good. Yeah, pro bono publico.
One step nearer and you'll be sorry.
Right. What are you going to do about it?
I shall summon the watch.
Summon the watch. Summon the watch. Oh, that makes me go all weak at the knees.
That's if you've got any knees left to go weak at.
Oh, I do.
Captain, my city watch.
Night shift, doesn't it?
And this is Lord Mountjoy Quickfang Winterforth IV, the hottest dragon in Ankh-Morpork. He could burn your heads clean off.
It's true. Before I rescued him, he was working as a paint stripper.
Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking after all those walls and window frames, has he got any fire left? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not so sure myself. So you better ask yourself the question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you?
Now look.
Drop the chopper of your history. Drop it.
There's a lad on a white charger in the middle of the plaza. He
dragon, overthrow the usurper, and right all wrongs.
I better get down now. Finish getting dressed.
I'll get your carriage.
What's he doing here?
He won't leave us alone until he's got his book back. So with your permission, sir, I've sworn him in as a special constable.
A special constable? Oh, I suppose it's all right. Let's face it, we're paid peanuts. We might as well employ...
No, sir! Not the M-word. It's like a red rag to a what's name. No, ape is all right, but not the M-word.
The dragon has landed! The dragon has landed in the Plaza of the Broken Moons. Everybody's down there to see the king kill it.
He hasn't been crowned yet.
Bing bong, get your coronation mark! Only $2!
Certainly not. The last king was a fearful one.
How about you, Captain? Celebrate the royal victory?
He hasn't won yet.
Oh, that's just a formality.
What was that?
That was the sound of a dragon exploding.
Told you so. Looks like we've got a new king. Get your coronation
I suppose we should go and meet him.
Ye gods.
Are you against kings, Captain Vine?
Not in principle, no. But I am against more Porkins waving flags. It makes me nervous.
Come on, Captain. Kings can't be all that bad. Well and truly suffused.
Aye, suffused full well.
Waters of the world, have they been abjured?
Yea, abjured full mightily.
Have the demons of infinity been bound with many chains?
Damn, the door is
It would be nice if we could get the ancient and timeless rituals right.
just once. How about if I bound the demons of infinity twice next time?
All right. And you must answer, yea, O acting supreme grand master. No one said anything about you being acting supreme grand master. Oh, yes. And who did the supreme grand master give the keys of the lodge to and say, you'd better open up an account of these delayed by coronation work, if that doesn't make thee supreme grand master acting? I'd like to know what was bloody well done. Well, I don't know why I'm called brother doorkeeper if he don't give the keys to me.
Brethren, join hands to form the circle of conjuration.
Is the circle of conjuration complete?
No, Brother Fingers has gone for picture.
Have
hearts and brothers' fingers. Are we all here?
Yes.
Yes.
The circle of conjuration is complete.
Where's Brother Tunnicking?
Ah, he got bitten by a crocodile on his way home last night.
Where did that happen?
In his backyard.
He bent down to get his keys from under the mat, and this crop jumps up and gets him by the fumes. Fumes? A species of geranium. Gave him a nasty fright and a set of very even toes. He'll be all right in a day or two.
I don't know about that. All this fiddling about with the cosmic balance. It could be a judgment. It was just a maddened crocodile in a flower bed.
I had some grapes sent round, and I thought if we all kicked in.
Whoa! Someone's knocking at the dreadful.
Oh, this'll just be brother fingers with the pizza.
You know what I think?
Oh, so it.
I think that if it wasn't for my amulet, you'd have never been able to summon that dragon.
Oh, excuse me.
And I never got my $3 back either. You know what I think? I think that I could make that dragon come back. Just me on my own, without any of you. Without the supreme grand master, that stupid book. But I wouldn't even have to stand in a circle. I just raise my hand and concentrate really hard on all those people who never listened to me, who ignored me, who called me shorty and stink breath, and who laughed at my amulet. And I say, dragon, destroy them! And it would. That was really hot.
Gentlemen, clean yourselves up. Now, if you are ready, gentlemen, please follow me.
I never meant that to happen. I just wanted what was due to me.
Congratulations. That's exactly what you got.
Who ordered the collection up with extra anchovies? Oh, so much. So much. So
Now then, Captain, isn't that a perfect fit?
No. I must avoid mirrors and polished shields. I don't want to see myself when I'm wearing this. I'll steer clear of carrots and breastplate.
Do you think those plumes make you look like a giant bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first impression.
No, it's worse than that. Plumes sort of fire a man off. And the whole world can see that he's been bought off.
What's all that?
Bunting.
it's a bunting. Got to put up the dear old bunting.
Well, doesn't look very old to me. What's it for?
Bunting, it reminds us of our noble heritage.
Noble heritage? How long have we had one of them?
Since yesterday.
Stupid plonker.
What's all this pomp and circumstance about, eh? I mean, it was very good of a lad to kill a dragon and all that, but why is everybody so keen on making him a king?
The people are just upset by recent events. I expect they're just craving a sense of direction. The king has locked the patrician in his own dungeon.
Oh, very upsetting. What's that?
Your coronation float.
It's likely that things are lining the route, isn't it? Does it have to be so well decorated?
I wouldn't know, sir. It's the only captain's cloak in the costume store.
I don't suppose you consider swapping it for a sergeant?
Oh, no, sir, oh, no. It's the wife that keeps me so smart. You should try one. There. I think I can honestly say that you'll never be smarter than you do at this moment. There.
Well, that's all right then. Then he needs a wife, eh, when he's got a good sergeant.
Slippery slope, that, Captain.
When the dragon exploded, I brought Errol down here to the plaza. I thought that the sight of splattered scale might convert him to Lady Rankin's 10-point diet, the non-volatile dragons, but nothing. And there was no mess at all. Strange, that.
Perhaps the street cleaners have had a sudden attack of efficiency.
Oh, yeah, perhaps. And then there was the house in Bigwash Street, and the guy in the robe with the pizzas.
Yes, sir, we got his name. His name is Benji Fingers Boggish, Capo de Monte in the Thieves Guild. Used to work up at the university.
Looks as if he'd been hang gliding over the entrance to hell. Did he give us a statement?
Yes, sir. He said, then he said, then he said, do, 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 do.
Well, that's useful. Where is he now?
Still running and screaming, I should think.
You let him go?
Well, what can I charge him with?
I bet he hadn't paid for the pizzas.
That's a point.
Ah, Lady Rankin.
I know. I hate most about royals is the things they make you wear.
You look charming, really.
Well, I feel like a fluffy cloud stuck with terror.
The fork.
Oh, yes, well, I was knocking out the terror. And I noticed the dragons were behaving rather strangely. Just looking up at the sky. Not making a sound as though they were waiting for something.
Oh, it's just an electric storm, sir.
Better get under cover, my lady. Perhaps the coronation will be cancelled after all, eh? You, line the roof.
Line the roof? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do. It's one of mine. It's out there. I can practically smell it.
Now, Bangs, you see how brilliantly the sun is shining on our grand rejoicing.
Sure.
Have you been in a fight?
No, sir.
I think you better stay out of the official photograph. Where are you sitting?
Oh, right over the back, with the head of the Teachers Guild.
Oh, fine, fine. Aren't you ashamed to be sitting up there in the cheap seats with teachers when you could be down here in the front with the thieves and assassins?
Well, the head of the Teachers is not so bad. He spends most of his time biting his fingernails and muttering about pupil to staff ratios.
Have you injured your neck in some way? Then stop staring up at the sky as if you expected the heavens to open at any minute. It's just a bit of fog. The sun will be
The dragon is back.
You've been drinking.
No, I haven't. The dragon is back.
My dear Vines, the whole city saw it killed yesterday afternoon.
I don't care what the whole city saw yesterday afternoon. This morning, it torched a house in Bigwash Street.
Bigwash Street? It isn't get out.
Any of who?
The people in the house, there must have been some. Were there any survivors?
Well, it's been turned into a laminate. It's surviving. But it wasn't the usual sort of house. Some kind of secret society.
Of magic, you mean?
I don't know, it could be. Guys in robes.
Oh, there you are. People mess around with magic who don't know what they're doing. They blow themselves up.
No.
What?
They did not blow themselves up.
Vines, you're tired. You've had a hard few days. We're all very tired. Now look, here comes the high priest of blind Isle. Don't mind.
Who's the other bloke?
That is the master of the fellowship of beggars. Be polite to him and don't say anything about dragons.
Good afternoon, Captain. Hey, mate, I don't suppose you could spare $300 for a 12-course civic banquet, could you?
No.
Fair enough, fair enough. Not a very rewarding job, you know, being chief beggar. Lower-class beggars make a very nice living out of pennies. But ask anyone for a 16-bedroom mansion for the night. They tend to look the other way, you know.
Dragon.
Get down. Dragon, down.
Everybody down.
Down, ladies and gentlemen, down, under the seat, under the seat. there'll be trouble. Down! It was a raven.
Oh, you messed up me rat. Who is that officer?
Is his one?
Yes, I am an escape. Refuse him. Can't you recognize a bloody raven?
He looked bigger in the post. Sorry.
You messed up my rat.
Sorry, I was trying to save you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. Please do return to your seats. Those who bothered to leave them. Coronation will recommence in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. No cause for alarm. No cause for alarm. No panic.
Hey, try cleaning expenses.
What?
Give me $50.
Bugger off.
I beg your pardon. You can't talk to me like that. You know who I am. And I've my lawyers on to you.
I'm on the line with you. Now. The head of the Teachers Guild has had a total nervous collapse thanks to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not good enough.
All right, I'll go back to the watch house.
No! Don't go back to the watch house. Go home.
Eh?
You heard me? I said go home. Or wherever your fancies take you. Give me your badge.
But it's my badge.
And you're going to give it to me. By order of the king.
But the king doesn't know.
He will. And I don't suppose he'll even bother to appoint a successor.
Are you all right?
Every time we meet, a dragon turns up. It's a little like having your own tune. It's the flipper for you.
What the hell are you doing?
You just have to look them in the eye and take a no-nonsense tone of voice. They're just big softies, really. No willpower at all.
This isn't the swamp dragon, don't you understand? It's magic. Pure black magic. You! Run off home.
You, watchman?
No. Well, yeah.
To the king, watchman.
I don't know. He's gone for a lie down.
My auntie said I shouldn't speak to watchmen.
Then run along home and tell her how obedient you've been.
My auntie said if I was naughty, she'd put me on the roof and call the dragon. My auntie said eat you up, starting with your legs, so you can see what's happening.
Go on, go home.
It crunches up all your bones when it gets to your head.
There's the dragon that crunches you up. Oh, no.
Wait!
I'd crown the king with any old whack, do you? God save the king!
Can I say hurrah now?
I don't see why not. Everybody else will.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Wooden spoons, wooden knives, wooden forks, wooden soup bowls, plates, wooden glass. When I'm invited to lunch at the palace, I expect to eat with gold, from gold. Good food, though. Soup with dumplings, fat pork and floury potatoes and trifle to follow. Trifle. Kings usually starve their subjects, they're famous for it. And this one wants to fatten them up. I know you, don't I? You're the high priest who was at the coronation yesterday. I beg your pardon. I am the Arch-Chancellor of Unseen University. The high priest is my cousin. The idiot of the family always goes into the kirk. And you are master of the fellowship of beggars. Could you explain to me the significance of your coat of arms? Now, I would have expected a snoozing dog, the bottle rampant, or something like that. With a motto, perhaps. Something like, homeless but happy. That design has nothing whatsoever to do with begging.
Of course it doesn't. Found it in Elizabeth.
Oh, of course, silly me. Oh, I see they've piled up all the patricians' lovely gold knives and forks down there in the Great Hall. Even picture frames. Even the gold thread that's out of the tapestries. For some reason, dragons just love lying round on heaps of gold.
Ah, do they?
Oh, don't worry, it's not there now.
But where is it?
One. Lovely lunch.
Yes, the heads of all the city guilds have been ordered here to the palace for lunch. Yeah. But on whose orders?
And, whose lunch? Will His Majesty be joining us for this repast?
The king is already here. The rafters in his chamber offer a particularly good grip for the round talons.
Long live the king, say I!
His Majesty wishes it to be known that he will be pleased to accept coronation gifts from the people, particularly anything made of gold.
Oh, well. Easy come, easy go.
I'm sure His Majesty is aware that traditionally the university is exempt from all city levies and taxes.
Oh, my dear sir, this is no levy. Any contribution will be entirely voluntary.
I'm sure the king will understand. There is very little gold in Atmore Cook.
Yes, well, the king expects to receive many tributes from neighbouring countries anxious to have protection. Naturally, loyal privy councillors will be amply rewarded.
Ah, privy councillors. Does that mean us?
Well, the king must have a privy council.
But what do privy councillors do?
They eat shit.
Eat up, gentlemen. Then punish all the population that they may rest easy in their beds. Have given the knowledge that His Majesty is working tirelessly for their protection. Oh, one last thing. I don't know how it almost slipped my mind. The king's diet.
Diet?
Well, we thought the king was sort of arranging matters for himself. Well, he has been, but poor stuff, you know, poor stuff, stray animals and so forth. As king, such makeshift arrangements...
The precise nature of the diet. Are we talking young maidens here?
Age is immaterial. Marital status is important, though, and social class. Something to do with the flavour, I believe. Do consider it, gentlemen. After all, Just 1 a month. It was just for such a lot. The king's waiting up. He must not asleep.
Well, I haven't joined my lunch.
Go! Spread the word about you and Claudius, government. I will.
We have some lovely virgins up at the university.
They have to be female.
Your Majesty, I really... Your Majesty... Your Majesty, I don't understand the question. I'm doing something of your own free will. Name them if you like, Your Majesty. Enter the clock and all's really confusing. But everyone at home told me I should do exactly what I was told. And now I'm working for a dragon who has contravened the public order laws on 16 separate occasions. Hear ye!
It is not necessary to be so loud, Carrot. People have got enough trouble to their own without listening to yours.
Yes, Sergeant. I suppose you'll be made captain now, won't you, Sergeant?
Me? Oh, I don't want to be captain. Not for an extra $9 a month.
Is that all a captain gets? $9 extra?
$9. And he has to do all that thinking.
Well, what does a sergeant get, Sarge?
I get an extra $5, but that's a responsibility allowance. I don't have to think. I couldn't be doing with all that thinking.
Oh, not for $9 extra.
And an extra $2 plumes allowance. Although Captain Vines never claimed that.
Captain Vines said he'd prefer to be burned by the dragon than accept a plumes allowance.
Captain Vines has an alcohol problem, Carrot. Of course, we all have a certain amount of alcohol in our bodies.
Natural alcohol?
Absolutely natural. Unfortunately, poor old Captain Vines was born with one of those bodies that don't make it naturally. He was born 2 drinks below normal. So he has to top himself up every day. Only quite often he doesn't get the balance right.
Poor Captain Vines. I'll miss him.
So will I, Carrot. So will I. Now, if you will ring the bell, I will hold the proclamation so you can read it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Whereas it has pleased the dragon, king of kings, and absolute ruler of Ankh-Morpork, to consume a... Sergeant.
Why have you stopped?
Can we swap places? I'll hold the proclamation and you read it. It's just, you know, that you say that my voice is too loud and everything.
Oh, very well. Hear ye, hear ye. Whereas it has pleased the dragon, king of kings, absolute ruler of Ankh-Morpork, to consume a banquet in the Plaza of the Broken Moons, which shall consist of a light consomme soup or a tureen of spinach and feta cheese, followed by a virgin chained to a rock. Tenders to supply virgins should be sent